So I'm getting a lot of requests wanting to know, messages and stuff, wanting to know how these lime kilns worked. So basically there was two types of lime kilns in Ireland. There was flare kilns and running kilns. So the flare kilns are the ones that you see dotted right across the Irish landscape. They were predominantly used for agriculture, but they did burn stone for our vernacular buildings also. Largely inconsistent burns came out of the flare kilns. They burnt the limestone using coke, coal or wood ash, and sometimes they used furze, maybe through economic downturn or things like that. But in this case, these are running kilns. These were in the mid 18th century made when the Industrial Revolution happened, and they were for making large amounts of quicklime, and they were a good consistent burn, and you got good lime for industrial use. And the way it worked was they were loaded from the top. These were loaded from the top, and they were burned over a period of maybe 2 or 3 days. They were plastered with clay on the inside to retain the heat. And then down here at the bottom, after the burn was over, they would shove up rods and stuff, and all the white quicklime would fall down here, and you had what's known as kiln buys. And they'd rake out all the quicklime here, and that would be whisked away and made into mortars or used for whatever way they used it. So they were called kiln buys, and from what I understand, I could be wrong on this, but that's how they invented cement. Somebody took a clinker. There was a byproduct of the lime burning was clinker. They reburned it a second time, and they got a different product, which was cement. But I could be wrong on that one. But anyway, that's largely how these kilns worked.